So we got a request from one of our lay friends for a BBC on some sutras. So I'll tackle this first one today. This is from the Therigatha. It's the verses of Arhat Shilava. So it begins. One should diligently practice virtue in this Buddha's path. Here in this world, well-practiced virtue brings all success. A wise person should practice virtue desiring 3 types of happiness: praise, the gaining of wealth, and rejoicing in heaven after death. By his restraining life, a virtuous person acquires many friends, but the unvirtuous person is separated from his friends because of his evil actions. The unvirtuous person only gains a bad reputation and blame. The virtuous person always gains a good reputation, fame, and praise. Virtue is the foundation and base for wholesome qualities. Virtue is like a mother for all good qualities. Virtue is the foremost of all good qualities. Therefore, one should make one's virtue pure. The mind is like the great ocean. Virtue is like its beach. Virtue, the dock of merit of all Buddhas, gives joy and restraint. Therefore, one should make one's virtue pure. Virtue is an incomparable power. Virtue is the supreme weapon. Virtue is the best ornament. Virtue is a marvelous armor. Virtue is a very mighty bridge. Virtue is an unsurpassed perfume. Virtue is the best scent which spreads in all directions. Virtue is the supreme food for the journey. Virtue is the foremost source of wealth for a journey. Virtue is the best vehicle in which one can travel in all directions. An evil person gets blamed in this world, and after death he has to suffer, having been born in hell. That fool falls into suffering everywhere due to lack of virtue and an unstilled mind. The wise-behaved person obtains fame in this world and after death is happy in heaven. That wise, energetic person is happy everywhere due to his virtuous behavior and perfectly still mind. Virtue is great in this Dharma path, but wisdom is greatest. One can achieve victory among humans and gods through one's virtue and wisdom. So I thought this dovetailed really nicely with the AML program because at the very core of monastic life is virtue, or Shila could also be translated as ethics or ethical conduct. So one of the advantages of monastic life, and especially living in a monastery, is that we really cherish our precepts and living in ethics. And there's this really amazing container for keeping our ethics really pure and really feeling that there's something so important and valuable for us. So I really cherish the opportunity to live here and to be in robes and have this opportunity to move in the direction that I want to move, because I keep thinking that precepts and virtue, sloppy. I keep thinking that the precepts are like the bumpers when you go bowling, and they keep the ball moving in the right direction. So I want to end up here, and my precepts help me move in that direction. Whenever I go astray, they kind of lead me and where I want to go. I don't want to go over here. I don't want to engage in non-virtue because I can see how harmful it is to myself and other people. So I really value my precepts and living an ethical lifestyle. And I can compare it to what I was doing before and see how incredibly beneficial it is to have precepts and to live in precepts and really cherish them and value them, because they're not like restraints or chains or a prison. It's like the prison break. It's like an atomic bomb. Holding precepts frees us from the prison of our afflictions and karma and allows us to move in an appropriate direction that benefits ourselves and others. So it's such an amazing opportunity. Moreover, it helps us to move towards good rebirths in the future, so we can continue to practice, to maybe ordain, to encounter the Dharma again and amazing Dharma teachers, and really have a strong wish to, again, practice virtue and to keep our precepts well and to make moves towards Buddhahood eventually. So it's like this step-by-step progression. and the ethics are the very core. So there's the 3 higher trainings of ethics, concentration, and wisdom. It's funny that they mention the ethics and then the wisdom at the end, but skip right over the concentration. I think it's really just a part of it. It's ingrained that you need this concentration so your mind isn't wandering here and there, but you can really focus it on what's important and not get distracted by meaningless affairs of this life. So I really value having the opportunity to, like a pyramid, this foundation of ethical conduct is the strong base whereby our concentration can be developed and cultivated. And then on top of that, because we have cultivation of concentration, then wisdom builds off of that, because the wisdom of hearing and understanding and meditating really is built off of this foundation of ethics and concentration. And if those aren't there, then it's much more difficult, maybe impossible, to build that wisdom that's so incredibly necessary for us to make development on the path. And ethics is also the second of the 6 perfections. So without ethical conduct, we cannot accomplish our own well-being, much less the well-being of others. Therefore, how's it go? Without, what's the second part? Without ethical conduct, we cannot accomplish our own happiness, much less the happiness of others. Therefore, without worldly aspiration, safeguard your ethical conduct. This is the practice of bodhisattvas. Yes, so it's laughable. We think we're actually going to make progress and move in the direction that we want to if we don't really cherish our ethical conduct and hold it well. And in our heart of hearts, deep down, we really want to benefit other people. So how can we benefit them if we're not caring for our precepts and holding ethical conduct really well? And I think not even by doing anything really amazing, just by having ethical conduct and living an ethical lifestyle, people notice that, and they can see this role modeling and see that people are living in a different way, in a way that can be more beneficial for other beings without harming, with this deep aspiration to be the most benefit to other beings. So again, I'm really cherishing that I have this opportunity to live with people who hold these same values as mine, to really support each other and care for each other and love each other. And we help each other when we're getting out of line, and we try to encourage each other to move back on that path in a more beneficial way. So again, the benefits of living in community, living a monastic lifestyle are so innumerable. And this is just another benefit, having the opportunity to really cherish our ethical conduct and to live ethically and to have people supporting us and loving us in this way. So eventually we can become Buddhas and have the ability to lead all other sentient beings to Buddhahood. Yes.
Noticing a difference before you had precepts and after in your life, and I'm wondering, kind of in a short period of time, what that looks like for you. What was the internal thing, or can you describe that more?
Yeah, like Venerable Chodron has said many times, one of the main focuses is not getting caught in our society, I think. And I really bought into that. As long as I didn't get caught, as long as I didn't get in trouble, that was my main motivation. And then I could just basically do whatever I wanted. If it made me happy, I basically didn't really care that much if it hurt other people. So now I can see how my actions have a profound effect on other people, and I don't want to harm other people. So that's one of the main differences.